Howdy folks, and welcome back to my channel, Gaming with Distractions. My name is Curtis, otherwise known as Seamony, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So let's pick up where we left off on our career.
Here you can see all the different certifications you can pass throughout your career. Your first step is to work towards your private pilot license. All the training lessons you'll need to pass the PPL exam are available here. Make sure
Just gonna skip that because we are aware of that. And yeah, let's pick up where we left off. So this is Turns Rolls Overview. This lesson will focus on learning to turn your aircraft. To perform a turn, you will have to move your yoke in the direction of your choice while maintaining a centered slip skid indicator. This is done by performing a small rudder correction. As for the climb and descent, maintaining an attitude, I always want to say altitude, whatever, will help you retain altitude and airspeed.
For this lesson, we're going to use a line drawn on the windshield to indicate the cruise attitude. I've also added another dotted line to help you bank properly for left turns. Gently move the yoke to the left until the dotted line matches up with the horizon. Then maintain that bank.
Stick is very sensitive.
That's good. Watch your altitude. It wasn't constant during the turn. Now, let's see you level back out. All right. For the next step, turning to the right, let's see how you do on your own without any markings. You can see a series of notches representing 10-degree increments on the attitude indicator part of your PFD. As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees. Start banking right until you're lined up with the second notch to the right on the attitude indicator. Then, maintain that 20-degree bank while remaining at the same altitude until I ask you to stop. That's good. Keep working to maintain a constant altitude during the turn. Level us back out now. Great. Small corrections on the yoke will lead to more accurate turns.
I thought I did okay. Might not be an A, but I think I did okay. I'll take that. It's B. I should have just went to the next one, but hey, power settings. Overview. In this tutorial, you will learn about the relationship between the RPM and throttle management. To do so, you will have to maintain a consistent cruise attitude, reduce increased RPM, seeing the effects that power change have on airspeed and altitude.
about the throttle.
Let's talk about it.
If you have the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power output of the engine. In the Cessna 172, that relates directly to the RPM displayed on the tachometer on the PFD. Pull back on the throttle to reduce RPM to 1800.
Whoa, too far. Too far.
Look how your speed and altitude are also decreasing. That's okay. Okay, let's
I realized she wanted me to do that.
2,400 RPM.
Oh, too much. There you go.
Your speed is increasing now. As long as you maintain the same attitude, your altitude will keep climbing as well. Nice. You did well, but you can do better.
Of course.
Practice getting comfortable with the relationship between the throttle and RPM.
That was easy. I'll take a beat. So maneuvering test. Let's review what you have learned in your previous lessons. The first test is an important step on your way to complete your PPL. You will be asked to maintain different attitudes, combine climb, level flight, descent, and turns, manage your power settings.
The art of maneuvering a plane through the air isn't a mystery to you anymore. Now it's time to test the skills you've learned. As you can see, we're cruising at 6,000 feet on a north heading of 360 degrees. Start by descending to 5,500 feet while maintaining a northerly heading. While descending, reduce throttle to avoid overspeed. You put your plane in a dangerous situation. Start by descending to 5,500 feet while maintaining a northerly heading. While descending, reduce throttle to avoid overspeed. If your speed is in the yellow section of the airspeed indicator, it means you are overspeeding. Reduce throttle to idle and pull gently on the yoke to slow down. While descending, reduce throttle to avoid overspeed. That's good. Now climb to 6,000 feet and turn to a south heading. On the Cessna 172, you need full power to climb effectively.
Sorry, don't stall. Trying to go south and climb to 6,000 at the same time.
That's good. The turn is good, but try to climb faster in the future.
Whoa!
Next exercise. Maintain your heading of 180 degrees, stay at 6,000 feet, and adjust your airspeed to 80 knots.
am. Okay,
That's good.
that's too
Your
much.
speed is well managed, but your altitude needs to be more accurate.
Sorry.
You did well, but you can do better.
It's a pass. Definitely, I'll take a B. Pre-flight. Every good flight starts on the ground. Preparing your aircraft and taking the necessary precautions is essential for every pilot, regardless of experience. Today, we'll learn how to do just that, and which tools can help us in reaching that goal.
Hello. Today, we're going to go over all the steps that precede turning on your engine. Those steps are essential to ensure your aircraft's integrity and that everything is in order for a smooth and seamless flight. First of all, stretch your legs a bit and take a look at your aircraft and your surroundings. We never took much time to look at our aircraft from the outside, so take your time if you want to inspect it. You might have noticed some extra bits on your aircraft. These are the covers and chocks. Covers are installed when the plane is not in use and are meant to avoid damaging its sensitive parts. Chocks are there to immobilize the aircraft. You'll need to remove them before takeoff.
Static port. Is that this? Yep.
And we're done for the outside. Now that we're sure your aircraft is functional and ready to taxi, let's check the inside. Let's get to the matter at hand. You've been given an EFB, also referred to as an electronic flight bag. It's a tablet that stores critical flight information and is the ideal tool to prepare your flight plans and enhance your piloting experience. Open it and take a look. Feel free to follow a quick guided tour of its features. The EFB features an interactive map, a flight plan editor, aircraft and current flight information, a nav log as well as fuel and payload options. The EFB has plenty to offer, but if you want to get directly into the action, you can turn it off after you finish the quick tour.
So quick tour. There's flight planner down there. Aircraft app. Pilot book app. Settings. Where old man eyes can select large. No, I can't. Can't yet, but we will. More apps. Give me this. Give me this. Yay! I can see it. I can read it. Okay. R1, L3 curse mode. Okay. How do we close it?
It seems like
There
we're
we
all
go.
clear on the checklist. Now start this pretty bird up.
So R1 and down on the D-pad. R1 and oh, I was still in cursor mode. Apologies.
Now that we've covered all the preparations, let's get to the good stuff. Shall
Yeah.
we?
Let's fly. Ooh, nice. I'll take an A. Next. Taxiing. Taxiing is an essential skill to master before flying with your aircraft. Before taking off, planes need to follow taxiways to get from their dedicated parking spot to the runway. In this training session, you will learn to maneuver on these paths.
Let's take a moment to talk about taxiing.
Okay.
Taxiing refers to moving the aircraft on the ground under its own power. In particular, getting from the ramp out to the hold short point on the edge of the runway. Steering on the ground is managed through the rudder pedals. That's right, unlike driving a car, we turn by using our feet. Okay, ready? With the throttle idle, release your parking brake. Okay. Now, gently increase throttle to get the aircraft moving. Go easy on your throttle. Use your rudder pedal to turn left and enter the taxiway. Increase throttle to gain forward momentum and then reduce RPM accordingly to match a fast walking speed while taxiing. Now, test the brakes. Watch your speed.
Oh, square is brake. Okay.
Good. Brakes checked. Taxi to the next exit, then come to a stop. Remember to control your speed with throttle and brakes. See the crossing in front of us. Stop before... Unfortunately, one of your wheels crossed out of the taxiway.
Yeah, I didn't know it was coming.
Taxi to the next exit, then come to a stop. Remember to control your speed with throttle and brakes. See the crossing in front of us. Stop before it, as if traffic was coming off the runway. Watch your speed.
Oh, now I stopped too far. It's okay. We'll get this. We'll get it.
Alright, taxi to holding point Alpha 1 next. It's at the far end of the airport, near the head of runway 21. Stay as close as possible to the taxiway center, marked by the yellow line, and watch your speed. Mind your speed. Aircraft are difficult to maneuver on the ground. Watch your speed.
Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down.
Watch your speed.
Okay, we're working on it. I can't slow down.
After the right turn, come to a stop before the hold short point, in prep for takeoff. Watch your speed.
Oh! Did I do it? Oh, I did it.
Good taxiing. The next challenge will be to keep the aircraft under control while at full throttle for takeoff.
I can do that. Yeah, I'll take a B considering I missed that first spot. Take off overview. There is nothing like the thrill of taking flight. Taking off requires a pilot's full attention. All the key steps for this maneuver will be covered in this tutorial. This training session is dedicated to get you off the ground and into the skies. Woohoo!
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere. Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember. First, we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today. Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear. Check to the right to see if a vehicle is on the runway. And to the left to make sure no other planes are approaching.
We good.
Runway numbers are not arbitrary. Each number matches the first two number of the runway's compass bearing, rounded to the nearest 10 degrees. For example, a runway orientated towards the north would be number 36, which is 360 degrees on a compass. Everything looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position. Now slowly taxi onto the runway and align the plane with the center line. Then stop your plane just after the number 21.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Excellent. All right, let's do this. Apply full power, and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go. Use your rudder to stay on the center line, and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots. Good. Now, gently pull back on the yoke. And we're airborne. Line at the top of your instrument panel, so it's a couple of inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. Maintain 75 knots, and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time. Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to remove the left yaw our plane has when climbing. You can see your current yaw input by looking at the MFD slip skid indicator.
I don't know where that is. Sorry. No, don't want to stall. How are we stalling?
Maintain 75 knots and climb to 5,500 feet.
Close, close. Come on. There we go.
Okay, 5,500 feet. You've reached your target altitude. Good job.
B? Not horrible. Landing yoke management. In this landing tutorial, you will focus on using the yoke. There will be no need to actuate your throttle or flaps on this one. To perform a proper landing, the aircraft speed and rate of descent are reduced to allow for a gentle touchdown. My first time landing, folks. Other than a crash landing, we won't talk about that though. It was on purpose.
For this landing exercise, I want you to focus on the yoke only. We're close enough to the runway to land safely without adding any throttle. Maintain a speed of around 65 knots. Pitch down if you're going too slow. Pitch up if you're too fast.
So sensitive on the thumbstick.
Keep your airspeed at 65 knots. When you're
Working
10
on
feet
it.
above the runway, it's time to flare. To flare means to raise the nose of the aircraft to slow your descent for a softer landing, but without ever leveling off or climbing. The main landing gear will touch down before the nose wheel does. coming up on flare height. Resist the temptation to pull back. Now, focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke tape nose just above it. Nice. Now, apply the brakes progressively to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop. Use rudder pedals to stay on the center line. Well done.
I did
There's
it.
room for improvement. Keep in mind
Did we
that
crash?
approaching the
No.
runway at the right speed is key to a good landing.
Nothing wrong with the B, folks. Going back to certification, I want to see how many are left. Oh, there's a few left before we take our test, so I think we're going to leave it there for now. Just head back to our headquarters here. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode. Toodaloo!